I cannot say goodbye, 'cause I'll be nowhere. I'll be gone in the morning. Say goodbye, 'cause I'll be nowhere. I'll be gone in the morning. You can feel my lines when you lie. Well, I know them by heart. I can see through your eyes. I know them by heart. Your lies, your lies, your lies, your lies. Smashed in the dirt again. Breaking my bones, that's fine, 'cause they'll mend. Me and you don't stay down, we won't be erased. Here, we've got work to do, we always get on, but it won't be our place. Here, if we live a little bit, a little heal a little, what's this all gonna mean for us? We don't have a clue. Live a little bit, a little deal a little, what's this all gonna mean for us? And it's time that we can believe everything we have is beautiful. And despite all that we've seen, everything we have is beautiful. Spit in their face again. Holding you close, one arm, not a end. Morning stars always get up. We won't lose our home here. We've got work to do, we always get up, but it won't be alone here. If we live a little, build a little, heal a little, what's this all gonna mean for us? We don't have a clue. Live a little, build a little, deal a little.
All right. Dragon's Lair. Don Bluth presents Dragon's Lair. How's it going, Hummicker? So you were talking about how annoying this game could be to play. One of the cool things, and I'm gonna do this at the end, is you can actually watch the game, the full video of the game being completed. So there's lots of interesting little stuff in here, including tutorial video. Let's watch it, because honestly, it's time to make a move to survive touch sword. I thought it was a video. I mean, oh, yeah, it actually is. Okay. I did. A little bit. Not a lot, just a little bit. I was looking at it and I thought, well, you know what? That kind of adds a little bit to it. I love the animation in this, by the way. But yeah, I really like that. That turned out well. And that blue fits with the scenery. What do you think of it? I'll have to add it into the camera motion because, unfortunately, if I move the camera to the top, the frame doesn't currently go with it. It stays where it is. So I may have to modify the little scripting for that so that it adds the frame to the motion. And I should be able to grab both of them at the and move them the same distance. Bernhardt! How's it going, man? Welcome in. Yeah, good old Dragon's Lair. This isn't on a console or anything. This is... Actually, you can buy this on Steam. Coffee bought it for me for my birthday this year. And I thought this was an ideal time to stream it because this is the kind of thing I've been doing at nights lately. I know, right? You can't forget this game. I'm going to do a new game. Now, you can play this like arcade. Play the original scene order from the arcade cabinet. Dirk will start in a new scene if he dies. Easy. Let's see. It's on easy. Ooh. You will have more time to react for certain scenes. Some difficult moves have been removed. Ooh, really? This mode features more moves and requires quicker reactions for certain cutscenes. Arcade or home. Home, this is the original Laserdisc version of the game. Dirk must pass each scene before moving on to the next. Interesting. Wow, okay. Arcade cabinet on? Ooh. I'm kind of curious to see some of this. Move guide. Yeah, we'll leave the move guide on. Move beeps. Let's turn the arcade cabinet on just for the heck of it. Leave it on easy. I have never... Oh, okay. I see. Oh, no. I'm not doing it this way. No, not doing it that way. I get where that's coming from. Trey! How's it going? I probably lead, like, maximum lives here. I play this worse than I do. You're good. I play this worse than I do Mortal Kombat. I really do. Oop. I'm like looking, not even looking. Less than 20 years ago they made a 3D game of Dragon's Lair. Did they really? It didn't take too long. No, I told you I suck at this. See, I have to watch. Oops. That didn't take long. It had a lot of the same animations, but a full 3D environment. You know, but at the same time, the artwork is what makes this so special. It really is. I mean, this is beautiful hand-painted animation, like 80s era animation. It's gorgeous. I hit the wrong one. I swear it blinked down there. Anybody get a quarter? Actually, this was like $1. Anybody get $1? Just one more dollar. All right. Go that way. Drink A. Whoa! Holy crap. I just... wow. We're all doing well. How about you guys? How is everybody? I'm going to quit this one real quick, but I'm going to come back, because I want to show you guys something before we go. Enter a high score. What? Bito. So you're looking forward to your singing stream, your Twitch sings tomorrow? What time is it starting? Huh? Dre? Oh, looking forward to it. 9 p.m. GMT. Okay. Okay, so that'll actually be mid to late afternoon. $1 gone in 2 minutes. They must have made bank on this movie, or this game. They really should have. So yes, I am definitely going to pop in, depending on what time that actually ends up being. I think that's like 4 o'clock in the afternoon my time. We should be home probably about 5 or 5:30 my time, so 10 or 10:30. I don't know if you're still going or not, but I might bring some wireless headphones just so that I can pop them in and listen if we happen to be out. Because we're usually out shopping, like groceries and things like that, Friday afternoons, so I'm going to do my best to appear. I really am. I'll definitely have it out lurking, but I will do my best to appear. So they included a bunch of videos for this game. You can get this on Steam. I don't know how much it is currently, but you can get this on Steam, and it has a bunch of different videos, like how to draw Dirk, the Attract video, I guess, the commercial.
Dragon's Lair, a fantasy adventure where you become a valiant knight on a quest to rescue the fair princess from the clutches of an evil dragon.
Awesome. That sounds good.
You control the actions of a daring adventurer finding his way through the castle of a dark wizard who has
The Giddy
enchanted with
Goons,
treacherous
the
monsters and
Lizard King,
obstacles.
the Crypt Creeps, the Smithy.
In the mysterious caverns below the castle, your odyssey continues against the awesome forces that oppose your efforts to reach the Dragon's Lair. Lead on, adventurer. Your quest awaits.
Now think about this game for a second. By all means, absolutely. Think about this game for just a minute. This game came out in 1983 in arcades. In 1983, you had things like Pac-Man. The original Mario Brothers, I think, was out then. All the staples, which were probably 4 or 5 years old at this point, like Space Invaders, Asteroids. Donkey Kong should have been out at this time. I think it was out by then. Centipede, yeah. All of these games. And this game had graphics that blew all of them away, just simply because of the artwork. This was the only reason I ever wanted to play this game in the arcades, but at the same time, I didn't want to waste an entire $1 on a game that I knew I couldn't get 2 or 3 scenes in before I'd lose it. It was so expensive to play. Alright, we'll do a new one. My maximum 5 lives. Move beeps on, move guides on. Arcade cabinet off. I didn't want the arcade cabinet. That was part of my distraction, by the way, was the arcade cabinet. I wonder if it works with the controller. I haven't tried it with the controller. Dragon's Lair, Tursk, how you doing? Even on easy mode, I suck at this thing. Stop following me! Hi! Coffee says hi. Oops. I said oops. I died. Because that's what I do best in this game. Or every game. Hi, Coffee. I don't know... Let's see. Oh, wait, I was supposed to double tap it, wasn't I? Oops. You know, it's hard to imagine that there's a game I suck at more than Mortal Kombat last night. Because that was bad. Yeah, Coffee's crocheting. Get out the door, Dirk.
Uh-oh.
Uh-oh. Uh-oh. She never crochets. I've never seen her crochet once.
Uh-oh.
I had my eyes closed most of our marriage. Wow. Oh my god. Ah! Ah! Wow.
Save me!
Save me! Ah!
Save me!
It's like Simon Says almost without the says part. Oh my god. I can't even read chat. I have to focus so hard on this. Oh man, I missed it. I did pretty good that time. Wow. I know, it is kind of a funny joke. I can't believe how far I got.
No, I mean about you having your eyes closed most of your
Oh, you know, that was... Oh, was it a funny joke? I don't know. Was it a joke?
You said that you've never seen most of the time.
Sneak me! What the heck? Oh, crap. First QTE game. Not sure what that is. QTE game? Oh, crap. I missed it. Quick time event. Oh, okay. Oh, crap. I might actually get through this, maybe, someday. Just not today. Oh, wow. This is on easy, and I missed that by like a millisecond. I have to admit, they did a pretty good job with this. I had this on CD-ROM back in the 90s, and it was terribly done. But this sort of remastered version is really, really nicely done. The CD version was... It was... This room is rough, you're right. Oh, missed the button. I kind of wished I still had the CD version just because. Oh. Oh. Boy, I missed that. It wasn't me this time. Wow. I feel like I didn't even have a chance to click on that. Oh! Click the sword, then fall to your death. Yeah, you know what? The way this is set up, I have a good chance I can finish this. Maybe even tonight. I don't think this game's more than about 20 minutes long from start to finish. Oops. Got eaten alive by the bats from Scooby-Doo. Oops. It is indeed a very short game. Yeah, I'm not even sure it's 20 minutes. Like, from start to finish. I mean, it's just, it's such a short little cartoon. It's just so many... Oh, crap. Trying to do chat and play this at the same time is its own challenge. Wow, that was a big bat.
The game is
Uh-oh. What the heck? You know, without these guides, I would not be anywhere close to this. Jeez, this thing won't leave me alone. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Oh my god. Hey, Worldy, how's it going, man? Coffee says hello! Or actually, she says, Worldy, oh no! But I think... Oh, hello, I'm sorry. I have headphones on, I can't hear you very well. Now she's giving me dirty looks. Nutella. Oh, come on. There we go. How you doing, Worldy? Oops. Crunch. Oh. Oops. Nutella. You know, there's a streamer that occasionally I'll watch. That he's in Australia, but he doesn't sound like it. I think he's from the US. I'm not really sure, but he's in Australia, so he streams in like in the middle of the night. For me. But I watched a bunch of his tech videos, and he goes by the name Nutty, just N-U-T-T-Y. In fact... and he does a lot of different things. Are you going to shout out? Oh god, my bot's not going to work. Oh, there it is. He does YouTube videos, like, kind of techie stuff for streaming. Need to make it... Oh, the Nutella. I had to think about that one for a second. Yeah. Yeah. Let's see here. Hang on a minute. Let's see. Hang on. Oh crap, where is it? Hang on, I'm not ignoring you guys. Hang on just a second. Where is it? Where is it? I can't see any of this very well. It's so tiny. There it is. There you go. There you go. You need to make it... I'd scare everyone. Just needs to be your emote. That's all. Yeah, I'm okay. Just doing okay. Just major tired for that. Yeah. So, yeah, we had another outage at work today. As if we didn't have enough. They're killing us, I'm telling you. Crap, I keep missing that one. I don't know why I keep thinking I'm supposed to go forward. Whoa! Klutz. Uh-oh. Where is he going? Ye rapids. I'd be okay with an outage. Let's see. I'd be okay with an outage, to be honest, since I don't have to solve it. Free day off. Yeah, pretty much. I always had this... you know what? Oh, I updated the wrong one. Someone has a Nutella emote. Yeah, I know somebody does. I don't know who. Let's see. I never followed his channel. Or not followed. I never subscribed to his channel, so they don't even show up as locked for me. But I bet you he does somewhere. You have a sauce bottle emote. No, I was going to say you want a Nutella one now. It might be worth it, just because. Oops. Do it. Do it. It would be an easy one. It would be such an easy one. You could do that easy. I like the sauce bottle one, though. That one's pretty cool. Saucy. The war for saucy. The trick is, can I watch chat and actually hit the timers on these right? Probably not. Ah! Here we go again. Into the pits with you. Crash. Right. Left. Right. I don't remember which way's next. Straight. And I always miss straight. So, okay, so I need to go straight when I get to Ye Rapids. So what was it first is left? Is that right? Left, right, left, right, left, right. Left, right, left. Left. Right. Left. Right. Forward. 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 Your Mac is updating. I'm shooting the rapids on whatever this nastiness is. Whirlpools? Oh, crap. Right. The voiceovers is hilarious. Let's see, your Mac is updating to the next version of Mac OS and the Apple servers are over full and it's taking ages. You'd think they'd have that sorted out by now, you know that? I mean, that's been an issue since like OS X came out 20 years ago. Haven't really improved that much. Uh-oh. Made the first jump. Oh, that's right, they reused a lot of scenes, I forgot, so... What? I missed it? missed it again. Crap. That's weird. Okay. Forward. Forward. What? Oh, come off it. Forward. Forward. And then we're gonna go left. He just got conked on the head. Have you ever owned a Mac? I have not. No, closest to an Apple I've owned is the kind you buy in the grocery store. Well, no, I have had iPhones. I've had a few iPhones. Coffee had an iPhone. That was her first smartphone. She called it her starter phone. It gave her the training wheels, right? You know, when I was getting into PCs, Macs were, for certain purposes, they were useful, but for the most part, they really weren't that useful for the average person, so...
They were colorful.
Oh, yeah, well, yeah, the iMacs were colorful. It really wasn't until probably the past 10 years before Macs really became something that would be something I'd be willing to buy. Yeah, I have a Mac. If you were in the arcade, you would have already spent more than it cost you to buy it. You are right. Man, I don't know how many times... We should have kept track of the number of lives, because I think you get default 3 lives, so every life I've used, just divide it by 3, and there's $1. Yeah, each one of those is $1. So, God, I probably spent $20 already. That Lizard King's going after me. That was actually a pretty nifty sequence. I mean, you really have to focus. I'm like, I don't know if you... Well, I guess you can't see my face. Just staring at her like... trying so hard to focus on what's happening next. Of course, I'm mostly watching the little buttons here to know what I need to click on, because it basically holds your hand through the entire game. And you know, it's really sad, because it holds your hand through the entire game. I've lost this many times. Like, insanely. Yep, back to this room again. Only we're going to another... Oh, we went to the right instead of left. Oh, missed it. Missed my focus. I gotta remind myself to breathe. So was that $22, $23 so far? Yeah, basically.
Save me!
Save me! Uh-oh, the Black Knight. You know, it's funny, this game probably had the best sound of any game for this era, too. Bink. Uh-oh. Ooh. Fried. Fried like an egg. Wow. Genuinely good Lair. Another one of these? Oh, God. I expected to go to the right because the last two doing this were to the right, and this time it's to the left. Oh.
Save me!
I love the artwork. This is just, it's so 80s. Uh-oh, which way are we going? It's like, how many times do we have to go? Oh, shit, this is cool. It's like, how many times do we have to go through that sequence? He just got squished. I wasn't sure which way it was going to make me go. You know, I don't even remember the last time I saw this in an arcade or anywhere. What the? Oh, I'm going too early. Oh, I didn't jump. Be right back after these messages. I tried to jump. I tried to be prepared for it. I need to count how many. Let's see. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So 6 of them. Okay. Oops. Smack. Oh no. I lost track a long time ago. I don't know why I can't do that right. Get out the door, Dirk. What in the world? Smack. Nice. Oops. Missed. Oops. I just can't do it. Come on down. Smack. this snake panting like a dog? Ah, falls to his death. Oh, basically, this would be like if you walked into an arcade, you were able to just open the door and put it on free play. And I love that. Yeah, the various death scenes. When I get done with it, it really won't take long for me to get finished with it. There's a few videos, including a full playthrough, without me having to restart everything. So it just takes you through the whole game. But there's also some like little videos about the way the game was made, and the artwork and whatnot. But I don't know if you know Don Bluth. Don Bluth did, if you aren't familiar with him, Don Bluth did some games like, if I remember right, Secret of Nim, and other games from that era in the early 80s. Up until I think he was still doing stuff even in the 90s. I don't remember if he's still working or not. I don't really know. But growing up, I mean, it was his animations, his movies and whatnot, the animations that I remember most distinctly. And I think that was one of the reasons why I always really liked the way this game looked in the arcades, even though I could never play it because I was too young. I didn't have enough money to play something like this. It was just, what the heck? What am I doing wrong there? But the death scenes, all the animations are really cool.
Save me!
I love that. Excuse me. Excuse me. I was actually not aware there was a Secret of Nim arcade game. No, not the arcade game. Or was there? I'm not aware if there was one, but I'm just talking about the different movies. Because really, Don Bluth was known for doing the movies. And I don't know the history of this game, but I do know, obviously, he was responsible for the direction and artwork of the scenes for the game. So that was why they have such a artistic, well, a really highly professional artistic look to them because, well, he was. I think we got to the dragon. Wow! Seize me! Oops. I love the voiceovers. It's so simple, but they're hilarious. I keep missing that. Oh, gotcha. Yeah. Did Space Ace. Yeah, that's right. He did do Space Ace. I forget what all the stuff he did, but I mean, it's just, it was, I don't know. It's like watching the old 80s movies, like Ferris Bueller. I can't think of who it was that did those. But that director as well. He did all those movies that everybody loved. See if I can get this sequence right. I can't. Missed it again. I remember this game. Spam! How you doing, man? Welcome in. John Tron absolutely destroyed it in a review. Really? Really? Well, I will say this way: gameplay-wise, the game's really not that great. I always remember this artwork. But I keep talking about that. But yeah, I just kind of having fun with it because why not? I've never finished it, and this edition, you pretty much can finish it. You never really run out of lives, and it tells you what to do.
Please save me. The cage is locked with a key.
Good Lord,
The
look
dragon
at
keeps it around his neck.
Lara
To
Croft. Watch
slay
out.
The dragon, use the magic sword.
Aha! I see her. Oh my god, that was awesome. Let's see, it was hilarious. The gameplay may not be wonderful, but the concept and execution were amazing for its time, and they still really are. And you know, now really up in the 90s, you were able to play this on a hard drive and get the real timing down. But you know, the way they have reworked it for this is fantastic because you can actually play the game and it just kind of walks you through each one of them, so you can kind of look at everything as you go through. It's really cool. By the way, this looks like Don Bluth film. Did Don Bluth do the animation? He absolutely did. Yeah. You wanted to become one. Very cool, actually. Tremendous amount of respect for that. Yeah, this is a Don Bluth game. It came out in 1983 in arcades. In fact, Don Bluth presents Dragon's Lair. Some of his movies, Nim, Fox and the Hound, The Rescuers, Sword in the Stone, Sleeping Beauty, all of that stuff was so fantastic. It's Dragon's Lair. Definitely worth looking it up. I can tell you a little bit from personal experience. It cost $1 to play. I would never get past like the first or second move. I would burn through it so quick. It was originally done on Laserdisc in arcades because there was nothing that had enough storage to be able to house the video. So it was just video clips on a Laserdisc, and you would make a move, and it would take like 20 seconds for it to find the video and then actually tell you whether or not you successfully did it. So it was really, really aggravating at the time. It was way, way too far ahead of its day. It needed at least 10 more years before they should have put this game out. And Rats of Nim, yes. You know, it did scare me a little bit when I was a kid because I remember watching. I was probably about 8 or 9 years old, I think, when it came out. Maybe 10. When did The Secret of Nim come out? Let's see. 1982, is that right? Yeah, 1982. So I was right at 9 years old when that came out. So there's a bunch of little extras here, by the way. We already played the Attracts video. There's interviews. There's a tutorial, of course. We already did the tutorial, which I actually managed to fail because I thought it was going to be a video. This might give us a little bit of information.
Going way back in time was what I'd call the toilet paper version, which was a roll of cash register paper, and it would just roll it forward and backwards like a player piano, and there were hundreds of hand-painted pictures and text on each on this roll of cash register paper, and the computer would roll it to the one it wanted, stop, and then a light would light up behind, and there was this dark smoke glass, so you couldn't see it until the light lit up. And
So it was mechanical and computer.
Yeah, mechanical and computer.
How long before? How long before you came to us? Was that going months before or a year before?
It's probably more than 2 years before.
Wow.
And then after that, we took it to the toy companies, and they all loved it, and they had
Could
no idea
never
how
get
they
out of
would
Disney's
print that
shadow.
cash
Everyone
register
thought all of
paper.
his movies were essentially
They said
Disney
they
and
had
never
no
got
idea
credit
how
or
we
noticed from
would
others.
do
No,
this,
I
how
did,
we
but
would
you're right. I don't
manufacture
think
it. And then
I don't think he was ever able to
saw
escape it.
well.
He was
Came up
fantastic in
with
his own
what
right.
I call the Rolodex.
Definitely a legend.
And this thing was huge. This big, giant Rolodex with double cards. And it would go flipping through these hundreds of cards on each reel, and then stop, and then either this light or that light would light up, same thing with the smoke glass, and you would make your decision.
Determined, weren't you?
Well, I thought it was fun. Then we came up with the first Laserdisc version, which was still pictures. We evolved because for any given scene, we might have 5 or 6 stills, and we had for the first time live voice. And then that led to Dragon's Lair for the coin-op, and we're saying, okay, well, if we're going to do this for coin-op, because we were also developing coin-operated games, and we said, well,
Dirk the Daring.
if we're going to take
All dogs
this
go to
thing,
heaven,
at
yep.
that time it was called Secrets of the Lost Woods, and that became Dragon's Lair. And Dragon's Lair was just a working name, and you know how that goes. It stuck. If you recall, we had demonstrations and things.
Oh, I forgot about Anastasia,
you guys
yeah.
came out to show it to you, and I think the biggest point was when we saw The Secret of Nim, and I just went, wow, this is an incredible movie, film, because I forgot that it was an animated film,
So you pitched the Rolodex.
and called you.
I still remember the day you and Jim Pierce came to the studio, and when you guys left, we all looked at each other going, what are they talking about? I mean, it was just a different world, and all the way through it. I mean, probably, if you remember, you came to us, I think, in October of '82, and we jumped on it right away. And Don started thinking about designs and stuff like that, and then you sent over your first continuity of a sequence, and then he started asking questions like, wait a minute, we're going to go to there's a moment any time during this little sequence of this particular room where he might die. We have to come up with ways of branching the epic.
Nomenclature, though, we would say, this is a threat moment, this is a resolve moment. This is a new threat moment, this is a resolve moment. So we kept saying threat, resolve, threat, resolve. The one that you got me, because I was really out to lunch, was you said, even after you finish the animation, we're going to have to program it. And I thought, a program? Yeah, I know what a program is. You read it when you go to the theater.
Yeah.
But I didn't know what programming meant, and I knew that there was somewhere down in San Diego there was something weird going on. That's all I knew.
Creative. Oh, this is actually a lot longer than I thought it was going to be.
Well, it started with Rick's team, but then it...
Yeah, I think there was an awful lot.
So this is actually kind of cool. I mean, I don't know how long it is. There's no, like, timer or anything.
Controversy between our companies. It started out real good, and then I think it got pretty contentious. I think a lot of it had to do with the pressure too. We had the scripts, we had the artists that were doing all these concepts and so forth. And for the most part, our team had no clue about the art of animation.
True.
And so they were coming up with things that may or may not have been animatable at all from your all standpoint.
Yeah, it was sort of like we were lobbing stones at each other over a fence because we didn't know. I didn't understand your world at all, and then there was some reticence on what we were doing up there. So each was doing its own thing, what we were familiar with. We with animation, and they with the electronics. But also, Rick has a good sense of story and character, and so that's what I think was sustaining what was going on in your company. And then we were kind to grab the ball and run with it, but not knowing exactly what they were going to do with it when we reached the goalpost. Anyway, I think Dragon's Lair, the first one, would have been even better than it was, I think, if we understood each other's kingdoms a little bit better. but it was a moment of getting acquainted and we knowing what their job was and vice versa. But I believe just the story elements, that we hooked into almost immediately. And what we were trying to tell was a story of a knight who was a ne'er-do-well, who was sort of klutzy and didn't know quite what he was
All
doing.
Dogs Go to Heaven became a sad movie to me when I found out years later that the main star was killed in a murder-suicide by her own father. Oh, that's terrible. I don't know if I knew that. She voiced the child. I really don't think I know that. Or knew that. That's new. That is really sad, actually.
To work from how do I bring it to life from an animation standpoint, and the problem was the sometimes what we were ending up with wasn't playable as a game. It was beautiful as a piece of film, but that they would get it back and go, he changed it. How are we gonna play with this?
The way my brain has worked in the past is that I would see something and it would come on a concept. Maybe it's just in script form or written right there, and I'd say, oh, okay. So immediately I see the visions of it and what could be. So then, in so doing, I'm not gonna let those words stop me.
Oh.
Push further. You have to push it to a place where we get something that's really, really excellent. Which again, what you're doing is building on something that's been put underneath you. Mm-hmm. Well, those who put that there are going to feel like, oh, you don't like what I did, And it isn't that at all.
I didn't know that either. TV Tropes taught me that. I think it was under Tearjerkers for real actors' life events. Oh, man.
Your ego get a little bit sensitive to that, then it kind of cripples you. You should know the ideas are going to come. They come from out there somewhere. And when they come to you, it doesn't matter who births it.
TV Tropes is addictive. Yeah, it is. I've been on it. I know what you mean. Like Wikipedia, I go on that site for one thing, end up with 80 tabs for other stuff. I do that with Wikipedia sometimes as well.
Well, the other problem is we were in uncharted waters. So there, it was a ship without a helm sometimes because you had never been there and we had never been there, and trying.
That was fun, though.
Trying to.
I don't know where you are.
They're called wiki walks. Yeah, I can see that. That's actually appropriate.
Went on to become, that unimaginable success because of the fact that we really were in uncharted waters, and I think our audience, which is the kids out there, they accepted it for what it was.
Yeah, I think that's what
they didn't have any milestone to compare it to.
High definition. Ooh, this might actually be interesting because
I want to start that out because we had a moviola, this little thing. It was this big. That was how that's the only way we ever saw this film was on a moviola. The thing was about this big. Terrible, but it allowed us to see the film. And then the best we got was when we did the transfer. And transfer onto a digital.
It was actually a video
or video format.
Yeah.
Even on 1C back then, the quality was what today's television is.
It was good quality. It was better than TV. TV couldn't actually reproduce the.
But for me, I never really got to see a big screen of it.
Yeah.
And so today, when we saw it on HD. It's like, for me, it was like seeing it for the first time. It was just brilliant.
It's just
colors.
So clear.
Yeah.
Dust-free.
How about you,
and of course the sound.
I'm very, very pleased with the HD because to me that's what I saw all the way along we were making it.
Yeah, hand-painted. There was no pixels. There were no scan lines.
You sit on the big screen and you look at it and you see all the colors, all of the definitions, all of the lights and everything. It's all working together. So I'm used to seeing that, and so all the other formats we put this game to, I just sort of.
It was a lot less than what.
I would not look at them. I would not look at them. See, I can look at this now, and I can say, oh yeah, okay, that's closer.
It's almost there. Sea Beast and Barnacle Bill and other unfinished projects.
Really, all that was got done was a concept, not even a game design, just a one-page concept of what it was going to be. And Don did a poster, a pencil for a poster of Barnacle Bill and the Sea Beast. And I think Don Moore or Ron Diaz, one of the background artists, painted it into a poster about this big. And people have seen that. People,
You know,
and
part
they've
of-
asked about it.
Part of what happens too is over the years, I think I've noticed that we pick an interesting title, then try and fit a story into it. I mean, All Dogs Go to Heaven was one of those titles, and you do it hoping that it has an attraction from just the concept or from the title of the thing. Sea Beast was one of those.
I'm
that
back.
just
Sorry about
when
that.
you hear
Well,
it,
we missed
Sea
you, man.
Beast,
Where were
What
you?
is it? And some titles don't have that at all. And I think anything, we would have been glad to do
So,
anything
just so you know, Worley,
to
the
tell
man
a
on the
story
left in the
because
red shirt
if the
is named Don
storytelling is
Bluth.
fun, whether it's a
He's the
game or
one
whether it's
that is largely responsible
movies are a lot of
for
fun because they keep you employed for a long
the
time.
animation
You have this
and
rising
direction
action,
on
the
this
climax and the falling off
as far as
action,
the
and
film is
really
concerned.
interesting
Now,
character.
I don't think he was the one who
With a
did
game,
the
you had it
animation.
dropped to
He's got a
the
team that does that, but he was the
interactive
director
movie,
of
which I think would be
the
best for
animation and whatnot.
that.
And this is
Because you know
very,
what, being
very
passive, just sitting
much
watching
his
a movie
style.
and
It's
getting
very
an
clear.
opinion is all you really have.
Just having
I
a
think
look at
that's
the
quite
Mac
as
update.
interesting as participating
You're like
in the movie so much.
27%,
Even if you're scared to death and you scream, at least you're participating.
27.1%,
But if you just sit and watch, not quite the same.
Let me share a little more of the
27.2%.
backstory too, because when we did Secret of Nim, our composer Jerry Goldsmith took the film or brought the film to Steven Spielberg.
Picking on Worley there, talking about his Mac
And
update. He was
right
watching.
after the
18%.
completion of the showing of that.
Hey, it went
August,
backwards.
Early September of '82, and he looked at it. And
It's
he said,
installed.
"Gosh, I thought this thing was one of
Hey
these,
guys.
You know, the style and the lushness and the effects, and it was especially complimentary on the dub, which was much fuller and richer than most animated movies done before. And he said, we need to do something together. Well, it took 2 years before he came back to us. And he came back. It's just like Rick walked in the middle of a union strike.
You have it circle.
Spielberg walks in when
Mhm.
the game industry fell apart. Here we had a lineup of, I think Don came up in a little group of story people we had in there. Will Finn and Lorna was involved, John
Yeah.
Pomeroy. Came up with a list of 30 games. 10 children games that were educational.
You have to
Teaching how to
update
do
your other
addition,
Mac, but I'll do that later
subtraction,
because I'm
those
comfy in
stories.
bed.
And the computer would bring up random things like
That's
1
too
plus
much
3
work.
equals, and you had to give the right answer for the
But see, with
story.
Windows, it
At
just
the end.
updates whenever.
And then we had 10 moral games for children that taught, morals, like the story of Cinderella, but we called it, I think, Cinder Mouse.
Cinder Mouse, right?
And then there were 10 action games for teenagers. And so they had a poster for every one of those, and one of those was Barnacle Bill and the Sea Beast. We trotted those off to, we had done 2 animatics, or was it just one?
I think it's just one.
We did an 8-minute animatic of something called Dottie Do the Sum. It was a character named Dottie, D-O-T-T-I-E. And we did an animated 8-minute piece. And
Captain
IBM took it
Winder.
out and did a
Yo, I haven't seen this game in forever.
and
You haven't seen it yet
thrilled
either.
with the idea. But they said, well, there's just not enough players in the home for Laserdisc.
Hardware.
And we said,
This video is a little longer than I had thought it was going to be, but we're going to jump back into it here in a minute.
lead into other and new
Maybe
technology.
give it another run through. It's really not very long.
So
It's
just at the time that
roughly 15, 20 minutes if you can
upstood Spielberg saying,
play
"We
it better
found
than
something."
me.
It's called An American Tale.
I'd love to do that Barnacle Bill.
Yeah, it would. I think maybe the
Robin
wouldn't necessarily be an arcade game, although you could test it in arcades to find out if it would work. But
How are you doing, Captain?
with the ability to do interactive.
How are you? How's your art?
I mean,
You might
it's-
be
it's
interested in
gonna
this
give you a lot
because,
more,
well, of the art.
Homes that are equipped to play such a game. I mean, I thought it was interesting that Digital Leisure came up with a way to play Dragon's Lair using your remote controller on your DVD player.
Uh-huh.
With forward, back, select for the button, and kids can play it with one hand, or parents.
Yeah, it's amazing because they weren't designed to be used for that
Yeah.
way. No one really thought of that. But
And
it
even
works.
those 30 games that we had designed for to work with IBM for they were educational or they were just basically action adventure activity games for teenagers, and then but especially the ones that were 3 to 5 or 6-year-olds learning math, learning all the forms of math.
Been doing well. Been extremely busy with school. Hubs gave me an earful yesterday out of love, saying I was going to burn myself out. And I needed a break, so I just got back from hanging out at the mall with my friend and doing some window shopping and socializing. And yes, I do like this game because of Don Bluth did its deleted scenes. That's good though. You need time
That was
away.
Rick's testing. I think things were
Coffee
animated.
needs it too.
Some things actually were all the way to color. Some weren't. I know Digital Leisure.
That sounds like I'm trying to get rid of her. No, she actually wants to go.
Sequence, we were able to find all of the pencil tests. And,
One of your favorite animators. You know,
goes up to Digital Leisure and
his
colored
artwork
it and
is
use the backgrounds and produce
probably
a
my favorite
version
as
of it
far
that
as
they
like
advanced it
animations and
also.
whatnot, and it's the
But those
it's the kind of
sequences were
animation
taken
that
out
I look
because
at
Rick's
and I
working
remember
in
and
testing.
really enjoyed. I don't quite get into
Because
the
he
styles of
didn't
anime like
know how
there
it
is,
sounded
like
to play the game
it's
and
really
tell what
popular
works and what
today.
doesn't work. Those
This
sequences
is the
were
kind
hard
of
to
stuff that I
understand.
remember as a kid.
Why they weren't
Downright
fun.
boring.
You know, and grew up with.
And that sequence doesn't work. Doesn't interest me, and it's difficult to get through.
That's an easy thing, though. That's a
Yeah,
really
he
easy
did.
thing to go through because in movies all the time, a movie starts out really, really good and then it sags, and you say the material's bad, cut it out, you know. So then you have to hook it together again. And movies are always they're sagging, and the sag moment is the moment that you're not doing anything very interesting. In games, you know, you have the same thing.
And that was a highly contested issue at the time, and it got left out in terms of the gameplay because we just found it was too hard for an opening gambit into the game. It was too difficult. Too many people were getting frustrated and they walk away from the machine, wouldn't put any more quarters in. So we basically just had to let it go. We didn't want to, but we found that for the average Joe Blow, just starting, that's their first impression, and if they can't be successful at it, they're not going to keep putting money into the machine. So
I think when those one-eyed tentacles came out of the water, it was really handsome to look at. At the same time, it was a shock, and they wouldn't even be thinking about what move they had to make.
then they couldn't figure it
So
out.
they couldn't figure it out. So you know, and if they did figure it out, it actually jumped over the final action of that. You know, him breaking through and falling in the water.
A coin operator has been a true test of the quality of a game because you're really asking a kid to reach into his pocket and pull out more money. And the game better be really good for him to reach into his pocket and pull out more money.
They're not joking. Chicago Game Show. Wow, this must be like an hour long.
We did the first test of Dragon's Lair as far as exposing it to the audience was at the March 1983 game show in Chicago, and it was such a huge hit.
The frame
Gave
actually
everybody
rotated with it. That was
the-
awesome.
to keep going and get going on the next thing.
That reminds me of that story when Jim was at the show, and at the end of the show, I asked Jim, I said, well, how did it go? And he had that
Cheshire Cat.
Cheshire Cat grin on his face, and I'm going, oh, God. And he goes, we booked $10 million in sales.
That's amazing.
Oh.
Only
And,
3 sequences. It only had 3 players.
Holy shit.
It was a 3-day show, and
Oh.
to book that kind of orders in 3 days.
Troll in Central Park. Favorite scene. The timing of the glowy bits is the same
My
exactly.
favorite scene in Dragon's Lair, let me think. It might be that sort of a magic room he goes in and says, eat me and drink me, and I just thought it was just, the concept was fun. It was a very, very short scene, but been a lot of requests from people that actually wanted to buy the cells and the background from that sequence, and it was funny. We never could find the
Rockadoodle.
background, so it went missing at some point in our careers.
For me, it was definitely the final scene.
Oh, me too.
The princess animation. Oh my God!
To me, that made the game. That was
Poke your eye out.
The dragon.
No, I really think there was a real
Whatever
payoff
that
there.
movie.
Probably because of all those Playboy magazines that Don was
Yeah,
using to
that was
find
part of
model.
the payoff.
Why?
Absolutely.
Rockadoodle.
Never Playboy magazine?
Yeah.
I found it interesting that all the kids knew about that, but there was never a peep in the press.
Yeah.
It's kind of amazing that no one mentioned.
Maybe those
that.
kids recognize the poses.
We watched it, but I don't remember that part.
We've had
Maybe that was nap
the
time for
all the
Hmm.
artwork for almost everything we've done. The Dragon's Lair, our first
Put a
film
movie
in
on
Don's
for the kid,
Garage,
take a
Bands
nap.
of the
Yep.
Wild Cat, and pieces of all the features, and especially the last 3 were passed on to us by the owners of the product. And last year, after spending close to $500,000 over 20 years to store the stuff, we elected to donate it to one of the colleges that offer animation.
somebody other than
So
Tursk.
the entire
Tursk.
archive, which would fill a
The cat's meowing at somebody, not you.
multiply it into a
Did you not
cube
bring the
with
tuna fish with you
very
this
tall
time?
Shelves, industrial shelves, that every shelf was filled with our archive, and that is all with the Savannah College of Art and Design and at the disposal of those art students.
Oh, yeah, I forgot there was either talk of, or did they do
We've
one?
had a completed script for over
Oh,
3
that was
years
talk of
now,
one.
and we've had some very positive meetings with the studios. Right now,
Just finished eating all the salmon.
It shouldn't be done as a CG movie. It should be done in traditional animation, like the original game. But traditional animation right now is in sort of limbo, and somebody, it's going to take a risk taker that's willing to put up the money to make one of these movies. And right now, the rumors and the news that I've been reading is that Disney is restarting their 2D division, having come to the assumption that they possibly shut it down
You need to change that.
incorrectly.
I thought I did, but I changed it in Streamlabs,
Yeah,
not
and I
Stream
think that
Elements
if
for
they
some
can
reason.
prove that it's profitable, there'll be other studios that jump in, because right now there's a logjam of CG project out there, and the families can't afford to go to every one of them. I think there were 13.
You would have done well to have done so.
between July
That's my
and
opinion.
September.
Yeah.
That's almost.
So we're on CG overload then.
CG overload right
I
now,
can't
so
remember
it's
exactly what it
falls
stands
out of
for.
the system, but,
It's an art and design school.
Dragon's Lair, Don
Probably should
Bluth,
have.
some of it
There's so
already
many
exists,
probably should haves in our lives, man. Probably should have done a
There's
lot of
comic book
things.
out. Arcana is not distributing, but they're publishing for MV Creations. They've just
We
finished
had it in a different kiddo.
composite of
Mhm.
the first 3 issues that were done a couple of years ago, and Don had done the new cover for it.
Graduated by now.
And they're
Yeah.
approved book issue 4 and 5. Those are in the pipeline, and 6. I'm waiting for the first pencils on that, but it looks really good.
And they've introduced a new dragon in the movie. It is the coolest
Yeah,
dragon.
this-
I don't think I've ever seen a dragon like that.
The movie's actually a prequel.
In term,
It's a prequel. You're going to follow Dirk from his birth until he becomes a knight.
and this dragon has amazing powers. It's-
Don't give this
I
away.
won't give it away.
So
But it
keep
does
your
have
fingers
amazing
crossed.
powers.
So I wasn't aware there was a movie. Well, it seemed to me that there was one in production at some point. But now I'm kind of curious. Huh? Yeah. Oh, get this. Okay, hang on a second. Let me mute the game for a second. Dunk. All right. Check this out.
Interesting.
So here we are.
Last updated in February of 2017.
Yeah. But it claims June 25th, 2021 will be the release. Feature adaptation of the animated game from the 80s. Let's see, who all... Is there anybody listed as in it?
But I'm trying to scroll.
You like, stop scrolling.
No, I'm trying to scroll past that.
Oh, gotcha. All right, so let's see. I'm trying to see if we can find some more adaptation, plot summary. Did you know this film was animated using a mixture of traditional hand-drawn animation and newer digital paperless technologies such as Cintiq and Toon Boom? So how appropriate, if this is accurate, if it really is, which it looks like it is. I'm disappointed that there isn't a cast list. Don Bluth wrote the story. Really? Well, co-wrote. Gary Goldman as well. Animation department. Thanks. And that's it. No cast list. It's a shame. Very cool. Very cool. Very cool. All right, let's go through it one more time. Let's see if I can actually play through it a little quicker this time. But that's cool. I'm going to have to keep an eye on that. So possibly June of next year, we should have a Dragon's Lair movie. This game, like I said, or I mentioned this earlier, so those who weren't here, I got this on Steam earlier this year. Now, it came out... of course, it's going to list the release date is 83. I guess this must have been put out on PC here fairly recently. Now, in fact, they have a bundle currently on sale. It looks like $13.98 for all... Oh, wait. No, it's going to be more than that for me. Or more than that for you guys. So 30% off, it's going to be about $20. It's got Dragon's Lair Space Ace and Dragon's Lair 2 Time Warp. Never played Time Warp. So, yeah. But this came out, I guess, fairly recently on PC. Looks like... Wow. No, this came out years ago. Like 7 or 8 years ago. There's actually comments posted all the way back in October of 2013. Wow. All right, we'll play another round with this. Let's see. So we're going to leave it as is. Obviously, I'm going to leave it on easy because I suck. Move guide, I'm going to leave on. Turn off arcade cabinet. Yeah. All right. Look at this. You get 49 points just for starting the game. What is this, like,
That's the way things are now.
Yeah. Participation trophies.
Hearing your name.
Oh yeah, it's... Oh crap. Left, I think left is the first one. Left. Right. Left. Right. Forward. Forward. I think it's left, right, left, right. Oh, missed it. I clicked, but I clicked the sword instead of the forward button. Darn it, now I gotta redo the whole thing. Yep. I think I'm getting tired. This was a tough sequence. Oops. Did it again. Clicked the sword by mistake. I'm not doing well. Hmm? Hey, Lollipop, how you doing? Coffee said hello. I am trying not to die 1,000 times. In Dragon's Lair, welcome in. We're doing good. Oh, I forgot. This plays in random order. It's actually not the exact same sequence every time you play. Whoops. How you doing, Lollipop? Welcome in. Can you believe this game came out in 1983? Oh, missed it. She says, love you, Coffee. I actually got pretty far in this time before having to put in another $1. So this is dollar number 2. Well, for this round. Boy, I missed something. How did I miss that? So, come on. Uh-oh. Set your butt on fire. Watch out for the big spider! Crunch. Oh, and it wasn't the big spider that got it. It was me falling off the ledge that got me. Spider! Jump! Jump! Watch out, Scooby-Doo's bats are coming after you. That's a big bat. Wow, I did not think I was going to have enough time to beat that. Gotta love the sound on this.
Save me!
So I'm only at $2 so far on this particular run. Help me keep track of how much money I have to spend. Oh, missed it. Crap. I missed it again. Boy, you get like no time whatsoever. Ah! Warm. Alright, so here's dollar number 3. Coffee's saying I spent more money. There we go. Mom, I need more quarters. Missed it again. I get more than 1 life per dollar. Come on, give me a break. Ah, Chance, hello! I heard the music. I don't see your message. I'm very focused at the moment. I just put in a $3. I've got to finish this game on less than $3 or on less than $4. Oh wow! I don't remember that sequence. Coffee says hello, by the way. All right, pausing for a moment. How's it going? How are you? How's the PC? That's the real question. How does it feel? You click stuff and it just happens instantly, doesn't it? That's the most awesome part. I click a button and things happen.
That sounds like a brother thing to say.
You love your new PC. So you were steered in the right direction with his recommendations. That's awesome. Looking forward to trying out your PC tomorrow. Friday night. Uh-oh. He died again. He got squished. Nova built you a good machine. Oh, crap. Clicked the wrong direction. This is dollar number 4. Coffee says 8, but truth is it's 4. Wah, wah. Ah, I missed something. Slice. Jump. 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 Oh, did it again. I was supposed to go back, not go up. Slice, jump, 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 jump. There we go. Ah! I just like sweeping around on everything. Okay, we get this one. This is an easy one. This is actually an easy sequence. Go that way. Slice. No, here we go. Big ol' spider. Jump. Jump, jump. I can't stay again tonight, sadly. I need to go mod for someone. Thank you so much again for last night. Oh, it was wonderful. No, it was wonderful. I enjoyed it. I wished I could have stayed a little longer. Lolly? Yeah. Coffee says, bye, Lolly. We look forward to seeing you tomorrow night. We will be playing a new game for those who aren't familiar with or aware. We have a new one coming. I don't think Chance is aware of it. It only requires that you use your web browser. It's called Use Your Words, and it's very Jackbox-like. I think we might be able to enjoy it. Just looking for something a little... Yeah, it's a maximum of 6 people, but I think we'll be all right with that, at least for the start. So it does. I think it sounds interesting. Just looking for something a little bit different. That way, that way. That way. That. Ah! I keep overshooting it. Yeah, I am getting tired.
Save me!
I heard Coffee say something, tell the brother something new and different. Something. For us, yeah. What? I missed. Well, we look forward to seeing you tomorrow. Be safe, have fun. Auf Wiedersehen.
Save me!
Ah. Oh, goody, something new and different for us.
Save me!
That's what Coffee said. I couldn't quite hear her with my headphones on. Ah, the timing. I don't understand how I'm missing that.
Save me!
It's gonna be dollar number 5 here because it's cheating on me. You just had to say a couple of words and I knew immediately what quote she was quoting. I figured you would. She said, ask him if it's 10. I don't know what she said. I couldn't hear it. It must be the mouse. It's the mouse's fault. Always. 10 things. Oh, was it 10 things? This is a rough sequence. Hang on a second. Tell her I think you can in Europe.
That would be a yes.
Oh. I don't know. I just quickly looked over in between sequences. I had no... What? I missed that? Oh my god.
Yeah, that translates to yes.
She said that translates to a yes. Woo! Ah. He's such a klutz.
Why are you calling my brother?
Save me!
Her translation is correct. Can't believe I actually managed to do that and not die.
Read?
Yeah. What in the heck? I love this part. Ah, I missed the button. I actually clicked the sword by mistake. So that was $5. Here's $6. For some reason, Coffee thinks that $1 equals 2, so she's saying 12, but that was $6. Awesome. The panting snake. Ah, crap. Ooh, that was brutal. I haven't seen that death animation. What? What, do I have to double click it? Interesting. Ah, yes. Oh! Missed. We've got this. Not that time. Wow, that was close. And here is the end. Watch out. They're punky. Okay, so $7 I get to... Wow! I missed the button. Crap. I suck. Oops. So this one's actually a really tough sequence. Wow. For one thing, it's hard to tell what you're doing first. I think it's left.
Oh. Please save me. The cage is locked with a key. The dragon keeps it around his neck. To slay the dragon, use the magic sword.
Oh my god, that's hilarious. Oh, I missed it. I missed it. He went for it, but I missed it by so much. Oh, man. All right. Ah, the infamous Dragon's Lair. Yes. Yes, it is, Michael. How are you today? Welcome back. I'm on like $6 right now trying to get this in. Or $6. Yeah, sorry. Long time no see. How are you, man? Here's dollar number 7. 8. Oh, okay. Hummaker says 8. I'm sure. Coffee's confused me because she keeps throwing other numbers at me. Save me. I love Don Bluth. Yeah, exactly. We were just talking about that. That was actually kind of the key focus. We watched an entire video where they talked about the game and how it came together and all the way up through the remastering process, and even talked about the movie that apparently is coming out next year based on this. And it looked pretty cool. Don Bluth is involved in that too. So that's really cool. right, let's see if I can get this time.
Please.
Apparently, yeah.
The cage is locked.
It's Dragon's Lair. You can look it up on IMDb. Hummaker posted a link. I don't know if it was...
Dragon, use the magic sword.
I don't know if it was for the movie. I haven't had a chance to pull it up and look, but if he can repost it, that'd be great. Ah, gotcha. The Don Bluth collection is SCAD. Okay. And that should be the end right there. That's awesome. God, this is such a fun game. All right, so that was really not bad. I mean, honestly, if I'd played that in the arcades, technically I did this with 5 lives per dollar. There was, what, 8? So, I'm not gonna say I'm good with math, so let's see here. 8 times 5, so we got 40, right? So 40 lives divided by 3. So really, I would have paid like $13, $14 to play it all the way through. You also had the prompts that you wouldn't have had, and that's the key too. So yeah, without the prompts, I easily could have spent $30 or $40 playing this. No joke. So let's see here. I love Donna. I'm going to go back and read some of the comments. I didn't actually get to see it all, so I was focused. I love Don Bluth's animation style. Doing good, my dude. How are you doing? And everyone in chat. I'm doing good. This is Don Bluth's animation. It is absolutely Chance. Don Bluth is making a new movie. My link was Don Bluth collection of SCAD. Curse on a Cracker. This is going to be a Dragon's Lair movie with Ryan Reynolds of all people. He also had the prompts. Yeah. It'll be the poster I saw on IMDb actually had the Don Bluth animation style, so it I think is animated. In fact, it even mentions that it's a mixture of hand animation and like a different type of digital animation style. It looked like a paperless hand animation type thing. So, really cool, actually. I'm kind of looking forward to it now that I've seen that. I'm just going to run the watch game. Let's see. Oh, wait, the whole thing? Wow. All right, so I'm just going to play all. We can chat while we're doing this because this is basically the game, including deaths. But the animation is just... I don't get to... When you're playing the game, you really don't get to appreciate the animation because, number one, when it's telling you where to click, you're focused on those 4 buttons and a sword. 5 buttons, I guess. So you're really... I'm like only focusing on maybe 16th of the screen. You know what? I never realized that the flashing of objects was your hint as to which way to push. Uh-oh. Yeah. I wonder wonder who the voices were. Yeah. Oh. Oh. But the animation, the quality of the video for this game is really, really incredible. I mean, it is, I would call it high quality. It's 720p, it's not 1080p, but even still, it looks fantastic. So, of course, none of the voices in this were anybody you'd ever really heard of. Dan Molina, Turk the Daring. He, of course, appeared in... Well, he didn't really appear in. He was the editor or assistant director for a number of Don Bluth films, like Chicken Little, Secret of NIMH, Hercules, American Tail. Yeah. The voice of the Princess Daphne, was a member of the animation department for various Don Bluth films, but she was also a member of the animation department for Aladdin as well. And, yeah. And she was also Princess Daphne in Dragon's Lair 3D, Return to the Lair. She was also a member of the animation department in Mary Poppins Returns. How about that? That's pretty cool. Michael Rye. Ah, interesting. The narrator was Magneto in the early 80s Spider-Man cartoons. And returns to Spider-Man in the animated series in the mid-90s as Dr. Farley Stillwell. And let's see, there's only 4 people who did voices in this. Dave Spafford, another animation department member. So basically, Don Bluth said, "Hey, you guys, you wanna be in one of my games? Something new, something new and different for us." I can just see them sitting in the studio and just saying, "Okay, just make a bunch of, like, scared sounds." Whoa! Whoa! Oh, no!
Save me!
Actually going to head out for the night. Going to have a smoke, grab a drink, and decide whether I want to play AC Valhalla or if I'm going to work on my writing. Have a good night, and I'll catch you tomorrow. Absolutely. Thanks, Chance, for being here. Look forward to seeing you tomorrow. Coffee says good night. Your mom says good night. Enjoy your PC, man. I am excited to hear a little bit more about how Valhalla plays on it. I bet it's smooth as glass. He says good night. Wow. So... Oh, okay. I was gonna say that's the death scene. I never failed that one. You know, I never realized that the pot of gold stole his sword. I mean, I saw the sword on the pot of gold, but it didn't occur to me that it was his own sword. That's awesome. I like how the water just changes colors instantly. Red, or red and green. That transfer got fuzzy, it looked like. I don't think I failed on that one. Wow, a lot of different death animations for that one. You're also heading out. Need to get up earlier than usual. Good night, Michael Thing. I appreciate you being here, man. I'm about to finish up myself as soon as this little piece goes through. I've also got to get some sleep. It's 10:24. So, look forward to seeing you again. We'll be back tomorrow. Tomorrow morning I'll be back in. I'm debating on if I'm going to do Splinter Cell in the morning or do something a little more relaxing. Also in the vein of retro. I'm almost done with Splinter Cell, so I'm really, really tempted to just play it. But definitely be back tomorrow night as well, so have our multiplayer shenanigans going on. Got his foot caught in the door. I never noticed that. Wow.
Oh. Please save me. The cage is locked with a key. The dragon keeps it around his neck. To slay the dragon, use the magic sword.
I like it how the dragon keeps the only thing that can keep him, that can kill him outside of the cage. Wow, that was really abrupt. Anyway, that is Dragon's Lair. Not exactly as it was in the arcade, but it is about as close as you're going to get and still be playable. And I really liked playing this game. I mean, it's simple mechanically. It's not a very complicated game, but the timing is brutal. If you do decide to get this game, you get the option of how many lives, 3 or 5. You can choose for beeps to tell you when you've clicked the right one, which is useful. You can also turn the move guide on and off, so it'll light up or not light up the button that you're supposed to click. If you leave the move guide off, you use the flashing of objects in the room to dictate to you what direction you should jump. You can also turn the arcade cabinet on, which I did not find useful since it puts movement on one side. Oh, you can't see it. Movement on one side and the sword on the other, so you actually have to straddle the... You're like going back and forth across the screen, and in widescreen, that's an awful lot of mouse movement. Arcade or home. Home is the this is the original Laserdisc version of the game. Dirk must pass each scene before moving on to the next. If you switch it to arcade, you can play the original scene order from the arcade cabinet. Dirk will start in a new scene if he dies. And then, of course, difficulty level that will increase or decrease the timer of how much time you get to react. So there's a lot to this. It's really kind of cool. Plus, you have the achievements. Beat the game on any mode, so I beat that. Never make a correct move in a new game. I really need to try. I should be able to get that one easy. Beat the game on easy, no move guide, 5 lives mode. Good luck on that one. Man, beat the game without dying any mode except infinite lives. Oh, I didn't see infinite lives. 1 more quarter. Complete the game in arcade mode. Get the highest possible score. Really? I wonder what the significant of 427,469 is. Going down, get off the elevator on the last floor, eat me. Lost your last life in the drink me scene. Ah, okay. Dirk dies via asphyxiation in the bedroom scene. Use the shortcut. It is, isn't it? I know. I wonder why. I don't get it. What's the significance of that number? There's probably some, like, Easter egg to it or something. Curious. What does Google say when I type that number in? 427,469. Brings up a bunch of Staples commercials. I don't know why. Oh, it's a product number. It's probably some internal joke, like inside joke kind of thing. But yeah, so there's lots to this game. It's only $10 by itself. Yeah, it could be just a coincidence. But that's a very specific number, you know? I mean, it used to, maximum scores would be something like 254, you know, which was like a limit in memory at one point for something. Hummicker would probably tell you, I can't remember. Of course, all the video extras, like video on Drawing Dirk and the trailer for it. Of course, you can see the interview, all that stuff. Really kind of cool. So it's really worth the $10. Anyway, let's see what we have here. And the music's kind of cool. Let's see what we've got. Hang on a second here. So, look at that. We have a few people we could raid into. Before we go, I don't get to show this off very much, so I'm going to show it off again and thank Hummiker for such fantastic work. Number one, he was the one who created the little frame that you see here. This is something he showed me earlier today. But I do want to show off the transition again because I think it's awesome. So I'm going to switch it over to closing, and we will raid into... Who are we going to raid into? We could do Full Took. She hasn't played in a while. Yeah, she hasn't been on much. Tursk says, hi, Coffee. She's currently playing Apex Legends. No, not Coffee. So this is the transition that Hummiker drew up, which is just fantastic. Absolutely fantastic. I'm blown away by it. All right, let's get that raid going. All right, before we go, I actually had a follow, and I think I missed it. Axel, the Dream Queen. Axel, the Dream Queen, if you're still there, I appreciate that follow very much. I must have been really engrossed in the game at the time. I am sorry for not catching that earlier. Hopefully we'll get to see you again real soon. Everybody else, thank you so much for being here, having a good time, and just really having just a wonderful little chat with Dragon's Lair.
Later, P.O., please.
Later, P.O., please. Y'all have a great night. Thank you for being here. I look forward to seeing you tomorrow morning. We might do Splinter Cell and hopefully get close to finishing it. If not finishing it, we're only like 2 missions away. If not, I have something else that I may do that's a little more kind of chill and relaxed. But other than that, we'll be in for our Friday night at the usual time. Look forward to see you guys. Y'all have a wonderful night. Get some rest. And don't forget to go check out Dr. Dre when he goes for his Twitch sings tomorrow afternoon. Goodbye. Tell Full Took I said hello. Full Took.